Ciao Juventini, it is September 16th. I am Alberto. I'm going to bring you all the latest news surrounding Juventus, all right? And we are going to get into injury report and statuses as we head into the weekend's match against Monza. And then, of course, after Juve Benfica, with tensions running extremely high at Juventus, there is still news breaking out about the aftermath and what went down and what things could shape up for Juventus in this continued aftermath as tensions are running extremely high. And there's a lot of question marks surrounding Juventus. We're going to tackle all of that and all those rumors right now in this video, so let's go. Friendly reminder, Juventini, to like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for all your continued support. And now let's get to the news. Real quick, we're going to just say props to Fabio Miretti. He is among the 40 candidates named for the Golden Boy 2022 award. Okay, so bravo, Fabio, and good luck. Now, in terms of injury statuses, Rabiot and Locatelli will be assessed heading into this weekend's match against Monza. We will know more tomorrow when Max Allegri has his press conference ahead of the match day. Okay, so Di Maria is set to start. Di Maria, of course, got some minutes against Benfica and whatnot, but he's slated to start against Monza right now, early on. Now, as far as Juve Benfica, tensions continue to run high at Juventus, and obviously it is as expected with a very, very disappointing result there, and 1 foot kind of out the door in Champions League, all right? So basically being reported that some of the veterans after that match were not happy that not all the players went to salute the fans in the curva and basically face the noise and face the music in the fans' displeasure, as the ones that did go out there and stood there got jeered, got booed, and it's a bad look. I said this, and I'm curious to see how all of you feel, because I heard many and I saw many posting and tweeting that they didn't care that Di Maria, Paredes, and whatnot didn't go out there because they don't have that ties to the crest and whatnot just yet. For me, personally, just speaking from my own opinion, I don't like that, and I don't like that excuse. It just shows it's one more small sign of a lack of unity amongst his team, okay? If I'm a player on that team, regardless if I just showed up, okay, you go to work with these guys day in, day out, and you're battling through everything with these guys. You show that unity. If one guy's going to get booed and jeered, I'm going to go stand right next to him and get booed and jeered as well. Rightfully so from the fans, because what we've been getting is completely unacceptable. 2 wins out of 12 matches dating back to last year. I don't care if you just showed up the day before. It just shows that lack of unity and lack of team feeling around there, okay? Some couldn't even be bothered to go out there. And I also expressed my displeasure with Max not going out there and standing there with his team. I don't even think he shook the other team's hand or said anything to any of the other players. That's a whole nother story. But I aired all of that out on the last post-match podcast, which was fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. But tensions are running extremely high right now in the locker room. Nedved left the match early to go into the locker room to express his displeasure with what's going on. And that's very reminiscent of basically Nedved dating back to when Max first went out of his first tenure, and Nedved was very much spearheading the move away from Max Allegri. And that's why I said this is another situation where Agnelli, and that's right, not enough people talking about Agnelli has created this awkwardness. You've brought back Max Allegri, basically showing that you don't trust Nedved's decisions, Paratici at the time, by bringing in Pirlo and then quickly switching to Allegri and whatnot. If this goes down as one of the most epic failures of coaching at Juve history, Agnelli's going to have to answer the toll. I don't see him remaining in any way unless he just switches to the business side and let somebody come in and run the football side, okay? So he doesn't need to go completely, but he definitely needs to stay his lane and stop worrying about the football stuff because it might be out of his realm, right? Stick to your business side of things, and you do that, but bring somebody else in with a fresh outlook and let them run the footballing side, because obviously names of ex-players one of the best of all time. Del Piero is being thrown out there, whatnot. Number one, I don't see it as a possibility, real possibility, but everybody's ruling it out like it could never happen or whatnot. Well, don't forget, Boniperti did it. Boniperti did it way back when, all right? Players can do it. Maldini is doing a fantastic job with Milan. It can be done, but I don't see it happening personally, okay? Now, let's carry on into Allegri himself and what's going to happen with the manager. Well, basically, today the reports are that he will get until the World Cup break to sort things out. And if things do not get corrected by then Juve could take the drastic measures of getting rid of him. What happens from there? It's anybody's guess. De Zerbi is a name that's being thrown out there right now in early rumors, but I think it's more media and journalists and tabloids just trying to put some name to it to get clicks, get likes, and just get hits, right? I don't know if De Zerbi would exactly be that top first choice. And maybe you have Landucci being an interim, but I said again on the post-match podcast, he's associated with this period, and unfortunately, I don't think that's enough of a shakeup. Again, the signs are everywhere. They need to correct this. They need to become one. They need to become united, stand strong, and move forward. I don't know if Max is that guy anymore, all right? And it's also being rumored, I guess, one of Allegri's confidants and friends basically stating that he had nothing to do with the technical choices of this team, and that's another one of the issues here. Well, Fabiana Delle Valle has basically said today that those rumors are essentially untrue, and Max cleared all the moves pretty much that happened. Kostic, Milic, Bremer, Di Maria, Pogba, he was in on all of them and okayed them. So that rumor is basically put to rest, saying that that is simply untrue. Max has had a say in all the players and given the final okay on everyone that's come in. So a lot of work to be done. Max is at boiling point with the fans, and rightfully so. But will Juve act, or are they going to wait until the World Cup break? When it comes to Serie A, we are not far out of the mix, but one thing's for sure, you cannot slip up this weekend against Monza. That is a fact. Now, in terms of finances and whatnot, because that seems to be the one main issue of why you cannot get rid of Allegri, apparently. And even Arriva Bene, in a tongue-in-cheek comment to somebody in passing that said Allegri out, said, well, who's going to pay the next guy that comes? You? Listen, in terms of financials, even if Juve gets bounced in the Champions League, they will get 50 million euros, all right? They have surrendered with the 2 losses to PSG and Benfica, 5.6 million euros. There is still 11.2 million euros to win, all right, up for grabs. If they qualify for the round of 16, it will be another 9.6 million euros that they win. So 50 million euros will come regardless. That's good enough, you know. But for me, you find a way financially to move Allegri. After this, all the tensions, everything we're hearing in the locker room and whatnot, it is extremely challenging to try and turn that around. And I don't know if he's the guy right now, and I have my doubts. This has turned into an absolute beast of a problem to correct, and it's going to be extremely challenging. I just have my doubts. And the thing is, World Cup break, waiting for that, the longer this thing goes, the more challenging it becomes for another person to come in and correct it. As soon as you start hearing about tensions in the locker room between veterans and some of the other players not coming out to salute the fans and whatnot, as soon as you start hearing about that, you've got to make a change and you've got to react, because you've got to flip this script immediately. If those tensions are allowed to continue, if the team cannot get it together and that continues, it becomes this beast becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Stop the bleeding. I think it's time to stop the bleeding. That's my 2 cents, but you guys know the drill around here. I love hearing from all of you. So in the comments section, drop your thoughts, opinions, even questions you might have for me in there, and let's mix it up about this current state of Juventus and what needs to be done and when it needs to take place. How do you personally feel, Juventini? Let me know. Don't forget to like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget we're live Sunday, okay? It's going to be a different time as the match takes place at 9 a.m. Eastern time, okay? So we are going to do our live at around, basically, it'll be 8 a.m. Eastern time rather than 8:30 a.m. Eastern time because I'm going to do a watch along, all right? So match day live, 8 a.m. Eastern time, and then live watch along for the match at 9 a.m. Eastern time, all right? So hopefully see you all there. Till tomorrow, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.